Right, good morning folks, welcome to this week's video. So we're out in the woods today, we're going to be tapping some birch today, and we're also going to be taking a look at a bit of gear that Marley's been getting used to for the last couple of weeks. We're going to be taking a look at the Panza harness by Fido Pro. Right, good morning guys. So like I say, we're going to be taking a look at this harness that Marley's wearing today. So this is the Fido Pro Panza. Previously we've took a look at the Fido Pro Airlift, and I'll stick a link to that up the top there if you want to take a look at that video. But as you can see, this is a wearable harness with the rescue harness built into it. So, you know, if you do have to use it in anger, the dog's already used to wearing the harness. So the Panza is a really great bit of kit, and I'd really recommend it if you're into your trekking, your hiking, your skiing, your trail running, all of that sort of things that you do with your dog, because it's a harness that your dog is used to wearing all of the time. And then if you do have to use it in anger, the dog's used to wearing the harness when you have to sort of deploy all the rescue parts of it. So there's only one size of the Fido Pro Panza, and it's recommended for dogs that weigh between 35 pounds and 90 pounds, so that's 15 kilos to 40 kilos. So taking a look at the Fido Pro Panza, absolutely brilliant. It's just really, I mean, the thought that's gone into the design on this is absolutely brilliant. Taking a look at the front of the harness, this is obviously where the head of the dog comes through. You've got this chest guard here, which is absolutely brilliant because it just protects your dog from scrapes and cuts and things as it's, you know, banding through the brush and stuff like this one's done. And then you've also got the belly guard as well. And the belly guard, this is where the deployable part of the rescue harness is. And then on the top of the harness here, you've got another zip at the back here, and that's where the other strap is stored. And inside of there, Marley's also got her first aid kit and a water bowl in there as well. So looking at the top of the harness here, you've got these two Fido Pro Velcro patches. Obviously, these can be removed and you can stick your dog's name or rescue dog or whatever you want to do on the top of that. You've got the handle on the top here, which is a really good design, because that actually helps you if you're in the mountains and you're climbing over some obstacles. You can give the dog a little bit of a hand if it can't get any grip with its paws over the obstacle that you're going over. On the back and on the front, you can see you've got these two metal loops here. So this is where the second part of the harness is clipped onto when it's deployed as a rescue harness. But also, if you're hiking somewhere where you want to keep the dog on the lead because of wild animals or something, you can actually clip like an elasticated lead onto that and then clip her onto your belt, and you've got hold of her like that. So absolutely brilliant feature. So the Fido Pro Panza is a fully adjustable harness, is recommended for a dog that weighs 35 to 90 pounds, that's 15 kilos to 40 kilos. It's completely adjustable. It's absolutely perfect into your outdoor adventures, trekking, hiking, trail running, skiing. It's the sort of thing that you want to have with you. The last thing that you want is for something to happen and you haven't got your harness packed in your bag. But with this harness, everything's integral and you've always got it. I always say, you know, if you haven't got it, you can't use it, but if your dog's wearing this, you've got it. Something that's really important, and I must stress, is get your dog used to the harness and get your dog used to the actual rescue part of the harness before anything happens in anger. The last thing that you want is when your dog's injured is to stress it out even more when you're trying to deploy the rescue harness of it and get your dog out. So come out on a day like today, bring the harness, bring a bag of treats and just have a play with it and get your dog used to it so they're comfortable if you have to deploy it in anger. So the Fido Pro Panza retails at $140, that's £110 in English. I'll stick a link to the product in the description below. It is available from Europe and from the States. Right, now the best thing about Marley is she thinks with her mouth. So a bag of treats, and then that's the best thing to go. Little fishies, hey? Right, so let's get this harness on. So here's the back of the harness here, so we're just going to push that through there, bring her head through, bring the legs through, and then we're just going to pull this bit back there, so you've got this band that's sitting just under her rib cage. We're going to tighten that up, and the other side, and then adjust the shoulders. And then with the pieces of webbing on the front, you can just tuck them into the front just to keep it nice and tidy. And she is ready for adventure dog, or you can have a little present. How does that sound? There you go. So it's an absolute brilliant harness, absolutely love it. It's just so well thought of, so well designed, and it's just rugged and it's just perfect. I mean, she'll be chasing the pheasants and everything through the bushes and everything through here, and it's going to protect her on the front, it's going to protect her belly, and yeah, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, let's have a look at the emergency part and let's get this deployed and show you how the rescue sling works. To deploy the rescue sling, you just open the zip on the top there, and that's going to bring out your strap. On your strap there, you've got 2 carabiners, and that needs to be clipped onto these 2 metal rings that you've got here. So we're just going to clip that on there, and that's one of your shoulder straps there. So the second part, obviously, the rescue sling is deployed from underneath. So you've got a zip on the bottom pocket here, and that's where the rest of it comes out. So just open the zip, and out comes the harness. All of the instructions are on the back here on how to deploy it, but it is very, very simple. All you've got to do is just get legs through there, make sure your harness is out of the way, and there's your harness. The easiest way to do this is to drop down onto your knees, over your shoulder, over your shoulder. Now this chest buckle here, this is recommended to be on your back, but personally I think it's better on the front. Now all you need to do is just adjust your harness slightly, just to get that as tight to your back as you can. If you can get the dog higher than what you are, that's a lot easier. And then just take the weight of the dog, lean forwards, up on your knees, and there we go. She's up. Give her a treat, keep her nice and happy. You've got your dog nice and safe, she's nice and secure. Get her used to this before you go out and before you have to use it in anger, and it'll be a lot easier when you have to do it on the day. And then when you're done, just come back down onto your knees, undo your chest clip, arms out, and there we go. Now who wants a little treat? Fishy? There we go. Absolutely brilliant bit of kit. Definitely recommend you stick that on your dog when you're out on your adventures. So like I say, you've got the full instructions on the deployable part of the sling that comes out of the belly there as well. But this is an absolute fantastic bit of kit. Does cost the money, but you get what you pay for. You've got a fully deployable rescue sling in this harness that is going to really help you enjoy your adventures in the outdoors. So the other thing to mention about the Fido Pro Panza is you can get a few optional extras as well. So the saddlebags that you can get for this are absolutely fantastic. They'll clip on the sides of this and they will give you a little bit more storage, so you can carry about 2 days worth of food for your dog as well. The other thing to recommend is on the Fido Pro website you've got something very similar to this. It's called a Remi Leash, and it's basically an elasticated leash. Now I find these absolutely brilliant, and these are a necessity when I'm out hiking with Marley, because she will pull and pull and pull, and if you're out and you need to keep her clipped on because of animals and things around, then this is an absolute godsend, because it will take a little bit of the shock of her pulling. You're trying to navigate down rocks or down a steep part, the last thing you want is her to pull your arse over tit. So definitely recommend one of these elasticated hiking leashes. Right then guys, so that is a quick little review of the Fido Pro Panza. I definitely recommend. It's definitely well worth the money, and it's something that I will always take out with me when I'm out with the dog. If you're out trekking, hiking, trail running, skiing, it's something that you want to have, so that if the fertilizer does hit the fan and the dog gets injured, you've got a method of getting your dog home. Thank you for watching this little review video. I'll stick a link to the product in the description below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then please hit the subscribe button just there. A couple more review videos for you to take a look at, and we'll see you next time on the next one.